Yeah, you're actually doing exactly the right thing. Like your architecture is exactly right. Initially, in the first phase, it's about access. So like the credit cards, the Visa credit card used to say Visa everywhere you want to be, right? This was him telling me. There's been a revolution in payment.
Democracy, poverty reduction, and cryptocurrency.
Communities get their own currency.
Decentralized social networks.
Quick question.
Yeah, go ahead. Sure.
So you said people so we can, with Intercoin, we can buy something on Amazon, but for that, it has to be integrated with Amazon, right?
That's correct. It has to be integrated with any currency that Amazon accepts, like Bitcoin, for example.
But yeah, but for that to happen, Amazon, it has to be like a big sort of market. I mean, Bitcoin right now, it's going to be accepted by, say, MasterCard or Uber, but that's because it has this. It had the teething issues and the transaction issues that they're trying to sort out, and it's got to a stage where it's evolved, and now it's going to be integrated by all these platforms. So when you say Intercoin, you can pay on Amazon, but is that in reality how far are we from that? Maybe a stupid question, but
it's a great question because it helps me to illustrate the point here. About 2 years ago, when we were first starting out Intercoin, I spoke to a lot of people, including the guy who was a CTO of Ripple at the time, Stephen Thomas. Stephen Thomas has since left Ripple. Now David Schwartz is CTO, and he started Coil. He started the Interledger protocol. That's the important part, which I'll explain. Coil is a company that essentially, just like Intercoin, Coil is basically trying to use the Interledger protocol to monetize the web. And if you look at Coil and Mozilla, they have a $100 million fund. $100 million they've put together to help creators and so on. Here's the point. 2 years ago, I spoke to Stephen Thomas, and I told him about what we're doing with Intercoin. And I said to him, what we're doing with Intercoin is similar to what you guys are doing with Ripple, except instead of banks and XRP, we are doing communities, right? And by the way, it's a lot more for the people, not for the elites and the banks and whatever. And he said, yeah, you're actually doing exactly the right thing. Like your architecture is exactly right. And he started talking to me about the Interledger protocol, okay? The Interledger protocol, the point that he said was this also, that initially in the first phase, it's about access. So like the credit cards, the Visa credit card used to say Visa everywhere you want to be, right? This was him telling me. And now it's not really about access, but it's about price and services and stuff like that, just like telephone networks. When you interlink them together, you can make a phone call to people on another network. And you don't any longer have to worry about the fact that your network is not as big as that network because they're still interlinked. Similarly here, Interledger is a protocol suite that allows sending payments across different ledgers. The point being, if Amazon supports even one of them, in this case, Bitcoin, then Intercoin can be used to pay there. And similarly, if someone supports Ethereum or MasterCard or anything, as long as they support something digital, we can have a gateway to that. So Amazon doesn't even have to know about Intercoin network, because as long as Amazon accepts a Bitcoin payment and Intercoin trades against Bitcoin, right, then we can wrap that in a service that you can buy on Amazon.
So Greg, what do you, so effectively you're saying even if, as long as Intercoin will be somewhere linked to Bitcoin or any of those coins where it doesn't need a direct integration with Amazon.
It doesn't need a direct integration. Amazon does not have to agree to accept Intercoin. What happens is the idea of Intercoin, the central idea is that each community, and we call them communities, but this Amazon could also be considered like a virtual community, is by itself. and they can decide their own monetary policy. They can have their own token, and they should be able to help their homeless or up and coming artists or whatever they want to do. Join the intercoincommunity.org. Literally just go to community.intercoin.org, right?
Yeah.
And sign up. And then what I'd like you to do is, if you have any questions, don't be shy. Start a new topic, right? And just, even if you don't have any questions, just introduce yourself. We have a thing here, like it's going to show up like introduce yourself, and we're going to reach out to you. Because what I want is not just for people to invest in Intercoin. I want people to understand Intercoin and to get involved and join the movement, right? And we can only do that if we are all kind of communicating and we're all building it together. So thank you very much, everybody. You know, you could either drop your email in the chat if you haven't already, or just sign up on the site and we will circle back.